It was a late evening, deep in the woods of Montana, the kind of quiet where you can hear the wind moving through the pine trees. Jake was inside the small cabin, making coffee when suddenly, knock knock. He froze. Nobody lived for miles. Slowly he walked to the door, heart pounding. Another knock, but it sounded heavy. He opened the door just a crack and nearly spilled his coffee. A huge brown bear standing on two legs right outside the door. A huge brown bear standing on two legs right outside the door. Jake slammed the door shut. Nope, 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 he whispered, but the knocking came again. Knock, knock. Jake peeked through the window. The bear wasn't angry. It wasn't growling. It was just standing there. Then Jake noticed something strange. The bear kept turning its head, looking behind it, then back at the cabin, like it wanted him to follow. Jake grabbed a flashlight, stepped outside carefully. All right, what do you want? Jake grabbed a flashlight, stepped outside carefully. All right, what do you want? The bear turned, slowly walking towards the tree, then stopped, looking back, waiting. Jake followed step by step deep into the woods until they reached a fallen log, and there, stuck between the branches, was a tiny bear cub, whimpering softly. Jake looked at the big bear. The bear looked right back at him. No gate, no treat, just trust. Jake carefully moved, like branches lift the cub free. The little bear ran straight to its mother. The big bear nudged the cub gently, then turned to Jake for a moment. Man and bear just stood then in silence. Then the bear slowly nodded its head and walked away into the forest. Cub trotting behind Jake stood there in the dark stone, because sometimes even the wildest creatures know exactly who to ask for help.